Your touchdown, you thought you had one a couple years ago against Ole Miss. So was that one in the back of your mind when you finally end zone scored your time?
I just want to shout out Gabe Judy Lally. It was a great play by him. But yeah, it was a little PTSD, to be honest. I thought I might get called back, but I'm just appreciative of the whole defense.
Joe, Coach talked about you and him sort of co-coaching Nico there in the fourth quarter on the sideline. What type of stuff are you telling him? Is it confidence stuff or is it schematics or what?
Schematics. It's all about schematics. It's about what you see and then how can you operate based on what the defense is giving you and what are we trying to get to? What's the intent of the play? That's all.
And how does he take coaching from you?
Great. Like any other coach.
Austin.
Joe, you've been super efficient the last 3 games. Completion percentage really high. What's kind of started to kind of click for you and the receivers as a whole? And then Jaylen, over 2,000 yards for your career now. What's that mean to you?
Who do you want to answer first?
Go ahead, Joe. You go first.
I don't even know what the question was. Answer your question, please.
Me a lot. Put the work in. It's still a lot more work to be put in. I mean, 2,000 is cool, but I want more, so gotta keep going.
And the efficiency, Joe, just with the passing game.
That comes with practice, man. It's just taking the practice reps to truly game reps. Understanding that in practice, every rep that you take, you got to treat it like a game. The moment that you let up on that rep, the moment that rep can be taken from you within a game when it actually presents itself. So,
David and then Ben.
Joe, is this the most complete game y'all have played this year, or is that kind of hard to gauge when you're not playing an SEC team?
No, we still got more work to do.
Ben.
Squirrel, Josh Heupel was just in here talking about the receivers stepping up on the perimeter to help Joe out. Well, what's allowed you all as a receiver room to take your game to the next level these last couple of games?
Just locking in more, just being more attention to details and stuff and practice and stuff. Just really locking in.
What?
Were you surprised by how much open field you had after Joe stole with the middle of the field there and your score?
Nah, I wasn't surprised at all. I seen safety backed off and stuff, so I knew I had the middle of the field open.
Wes.
Joe, the past couple of weeks, some of the throws you've made outside the pocket, what's kind of changed in your game? Is it just circumstances in the game that have allowed for it? Because the production that you've had outside the pocket the past couple of weeks has been significantly higher, it seems like.
Nah, that's play good ball. I mean, that's just what we do in practice. We work. That's always been part of my game, but the whole point of it is just actually just taking it more serious at practice. So the game reps feel like practice.
Eric.
Jaylen, when the defense is getting pick six, scooping scores, scoring on defense, how does that affect you guys offensively? I know it makes your job easier, but kind of what were you guys feeling during that moment in the game when the defense caught in that groove?
It was good. It's always a good feeling to see. Defense, the defense scoring. And creating big turnovers like that. But in our perspective, I'm just on the sideline. I'm getting ready to thinking I'm about to go back in. Then something else happens. So it's just. I mean, it's a what's the word? It's like a happy end, like dang, feel me. So yeah. Come on, cook.
Caleb, Austin, and Patrick.
Squirrel, D got his first snaps on the offensive side today. What has it been like working with him in the slot at practice?
D, special player, get the ball in his hands, he can do whatever he want to do with it. Just seeing him on offense is just crazy. Just knowing what he can do with the ball in his hands.
Austin.
Joe, Joey said this week that you liked a couple of design runs early to kind of, that you make a play with your feet and kind of get into the
You
flow
gotta
of the
stop
game.
me.
So what do you feel like allows you to get into that flow when you get a couple of those design runs early?
You just gotta stop me. That's it.
Patrick.
Joe, we hadn't seen Nico play since the Austin Peay game. How excited were you just watching him play? How do you think he did when he got on?
Great. I mean, Nico's a baller, man. Y'all know that. Every opportunity he get, make sure at practice that he treat all the opportunities real. So when that game time do come, you never know what can happen. He'll be ready for his moment. But out there today, I felt like he did good. There's also things to learn from, but we'll go over that today. What time is it? 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. We'll go over there in 410 when we get to the house. But yeah, we'll be good. Camping. I'm dead serious, but yeah.
We'll take a couple more for this group. We'll go John, Karthik, and then Ben.
Tyler, when's the last time you scored a touchdown that stayed on the board? And then I give you credit for getting right into the celebration. There was no hesitation. But in all seriousness, how does it feel to get another first this long into your career?
Well, like you said, that hasn't counted. It's been a while since I had one that stuck on the board. But yeah, the celebration really was just paying tribute to Kamal Hedden. That's one of our brothers that we lost to the season and injury. So I just really wanted to just show him that we still love him and he's my guy forever.
Karthik.
Joe, walking into the stadium, you had the Summit blue cap on and some blue sneakers. Is there a way that past Summits inspired you and how you approach the game?
No, sir, that's just my swag.
Ben and then David, last two.
Tyler, was this game a little oddly chippy for a non-conference game? Were you surprised by maybe the chippiness in the trenches today?
Not surprised. We welcome all of it, to be honest. It makes the game a whole lot more fun for us just to impose our will. So, I mean, we don't go out there trying to be on that, but we would whatever.
David, last question for this group.
Tyler, how would you assess, I know you got the 3 defensive scores, but how would you assess how y'all did overall defensively? Because obviously this was a team that did a lot of different kind of wrinkles and stuff.
Not to be too nitpicky, but I mean, honestly, there's a ton that we could have cleaned up just to be better as a unit. But I mean, we're happy with the results to be down, but there was definitely a lot we could have cleaned up.
Thank you.
With all the different defensive scores, just how fun is that to be a part of and walk us through your pick six?
Yeah, that was really fun. I feel like we haven't scored that much on defense this season, so when we get the chance to score on defense, I feel like it brings a lot of energy to the team, gives us a lot of momentum. So yeah, that's always exciting to do and see for sure.
What did you see on your play?
Oh yeah, just honestly, my 2 went in, my 3 was away from me, so I was really supposed to squeeze and deliver to my next man in the zone, but I just felt that the quarterback was going to throw it, so I stayed and tried to make a play and did.
Right here in the middle.
Hey Aaron, Elijah Herring had 7 tackles today leading the team. What can you say about his improvement and what he's done since stepping into the starting lineup with Beasley going down?
Yeah, man, just like I said before, man, he's growing and learning each week. And each game he's out there, I can see him get more comfortable. He's starting to get a better grasp and feel of it. It's exciting to see, him grow and continue to learn and get better.
Karthik.
Aaron, 3 defensive touchdowns is a school record. Did you know that? And if not, what's your reaction?
Yeah, the guys back there kind of just told me that they looked in the books and that they don't think it's happened. So, I think that's pretty cool. 3 touchdowns on the defensive side. Yeah, I don't think we've done that before. So, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Patrick.
Aaron, did you running back in high school? Did you go back to those days when you had the ball and tried to fight you through the end zone there?
Yeah, man, it felt good. Honestly, it did. For sure, yeah.
Austin.
Aaron, you got had an angle on you a little bit. Was it, one of those times where you're like, I've got to get there. I mean, you made the dive for the pylon. So.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. As I was running, I saw him kind of have an angle. So I just wanted to make sure I get the touchdown. So I just do it. Yeah, had to get the touchdown.
Casey in the back.
As Karthik told you, the 3 defensive touchdowns is the first time in program history to be. I mean, you've made so many accomplishments here, but to cement yourself in history, doing so with your teammates in that feat, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, no, it means it's pretty cool. It means a lot to us. I think it shows to our hard work and our dedication to getting better every week and just going out there every Saturday and having fun. I feel like that shows true to that for sure.
Patrick, go ahead.
And you guys haven't had Keenan all season and don't have Ariane. Linebackers get thinner and even younger. So how much of a leadership role do you have to continue to take, or the guys are helping you step up and kind of keep that moving?
Yeah, I just say, I got to be on my P's and Q's all the time. That's been somewhat of a challenge for me, just, always being that guy that they can look up to and, lean on when things, not going so well. So I'll just say that I have to, really hone in on that and just be on my P's and Q's at all times because I know they're looking to me and looking up to me for sure.
Wes.
Aaron, some of those plays that Joe made today, getting the past couple weeks, getting outside the pocket, hitting people on the run, doing that stuff. I'm sure you all seen that stuff in practice and scrimmages. How nice is it to see that on Saturdays now and him kind of making some of those types of big plays?
Yeah, man. Like you said, see it all the time in practice. So it's cool to see, him getting more comfortable out there on the field on Saturday and just, taking practice to the game. It's cool to see. You can see he's getting, comfortable each week out.
Anything else for Aaron? Wes, go ahead.
That's one. Aaron, I know every game is kind of its own thing. It seemed like last week you weren't able to get around the ball as much, didn't have as much impact on the game. Is that something when you watch film? Was that just one of those games where the ball didn't find you much, or what? When you went over that, what did you see?
Man, I think that's just on me. The games will never go your way all the time, but when I feel like I don't have much impact, that's solely on me. I feel that way. I feel like I could always have, more energy, more want to get to the ball. So, I think that's on me for sure.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, everybody.